Dazn is the exclusive streaming partner of Bellator MMA. You can sign up here and live stream 100 fight nights a year. Julia Budd, 12-2, is Bellator MMA's reigning featherweight champion. For her next bout and third title defense, the 36-year-old Canadian will return from a year-long layoff to headline Bellator 224 opposite Olga Rubin. The event will take place at the WinStar World Casino in Thackerville, Oklahoma, on July 12. As we approach fight day, here are 5 moments that have come to define the career of the pugilist they call the Jewel. First setback. In only her second MMA appearance, the 1-0 prospect Budd faced future UFC double champ Amanda Nunes at Strikeforce Challengers, Woodley vs. Safiuddin, in January 2011. Having transitioned to the sport from Muay Thai, it was expected that Budd would give the heavy-handed Brazilian all she could handle on the feet. But that is not what transpired. The clash had just gotten underway when Nunes dropped the Canadian with a stiff left jab. After following her to the mat, Nunes dished out hammer fists from side control until the referee stepped in, a mere 14 seconds after the bell had sounded. Getting back on the horse. For her next outing, Budd met fellow Muay Thai convert and future UFC featherweight queen, Germaine de Randamie at Strikeforce Challengers, Fodor vs. Terry, in June 2011. The two had met before under Muay Thai rules 3 years earlier. On that occasion, the Dutch fighter had emerged victorious, but it was to be a different outcome the second time around. Budd surprised her rival by utilizing her improved wrestling to secure takedowns. Once on the mat, she used stifling tap control for which de Randamie had no response. After 15 minutes of action, the judges all sided with Budd, losing to Alengend at Strikeforce Challengers, Britt vs. Sayers, in November 2011, Budd had her 4th professional contest versus future MMA pioneer and former Olympic judoka Ronda Rousey. After landing a takedown, Rousey set up her trademark armbar submission from on top. Budd tried valiantly to roll out of the hold, but it was too tight and she was left with no option but to concede defeat 39 seconds into the first round. This setback marks the last occasion that the Jewel experienced defeat, winning gold in Mar. 2017, at Bellator 174, Budd, who was on a 7-fight winning streak, challenged Marloes Coenen for the inaugural Bellator Women's Featherweight Championship. In this title match, Budd utilized her much-improved grappling skills to gain the upper hand on the mat against her more experienced foe. The Canadian got the finish in the 4th frame following a sustained barrage of ground and pound from the mount, which culminated in the referee calling a halt to the beatdown at the 2:42 mark. Budd was a champion at last, defending her crown. In her last outing, which took place in July of last year at Bellator 202, Budd defended her featherweight strap for the second time versus Brazilian grappling phenom Talita Nogueira. From the get-go, Budd dominated the proceedings against the BJJ black belt. The Canadian proved particularly adept at combining her striking with takedowns. In round 3, her exhausted adversary was felled with an overhand right. Once Nogueira hit the mat, Budd immediately swarmed on the prone Brazilian with a volley of left hands, securing a TKO with 53 seconds remaining in the third. Let's block ads. Why?